cannot believe that you are approaching 50. It's ridiculous.
Oh, I'm hurtling. It's only a couple of months now, beginning of May.
It's crazy. So look, the joy of big knickers is kind of to mark the fact that it's half a century, but also I think Ben Shepherd has to take some of the credit for that.
Ben Shepherd, yes. I mean, you know,
we're sparing you. We've got a little L logo there.
You've got an elegant Lorraine logo to spare the blushes of the nation. They don't need that first thing in the morning, do they? Good grief. So yeah, Ben thought it'd be hilarious to chuck me into an ice bath. Suddenly thought, crikey, she's got a microphone on. Ever the professional. I don't want to electrocute her or damage the microphone, probably more likely, and put me down. So they got a flash twice of my huge big knickers.
But that's the
so
thing
the secret was out, basically.
Well, exactly, and everybody identifies with that. They do, and also you did this amazing thing. I remember watching it where you got aged. I know you and Susanna did it as well, and you got aged as if you were 70 years old, and that kind of changes you, doesn't it?
It was part of a thing that I know that you were really supportive of, which was 1,000,000 minutes to try and encourage people to spend time, because it's a big thing if you're older, loneliness, because you've often lost those around you. And so these things combined together, flashing my knickers to the nation and realising that everyone knows I do wear support underwear occasionally.
And who doesn't?
All the time, in the bath and the shower, never take it off. And also just that weird thing that you have when you're coming up to a big number birthday where you do a bit of taking stock, don't you?
Of course you do.
And I think at 40 I was very lucky because I just had one child. I hadn't even had Billy. So it felt like it was... 40 can be a scary number to people, but it felt a little bit like it was the beginning of a lot of stuff. And then at 50 I suddenly thought, crikey, is it a bit downhill from here? And I thought, right, I'm not going to get gloomy about this. We're so lucky, aren't we, to now everybody to have a chance to enjoy life at 50. Generations ago, people didn't have that option. So I thought, right, I'm going to go on a bit of an adventure, get some advice from proper experts and find out the best way to have the rest of your life.
Well, exactly. Well, this one, The Joy of Big Knickers, as it's called, or Learning to Love the Rest of Your Life, which I love. And I love the photograph in the front of it of you and your big knickers. It's great. But it's very honest, Kate. You're very, very honest in this.
Too honest? Is that what you're telling me?
No, not at all. Not at all. Because I think that just about every woman can identify with this. We've all been through what you've been through. I really identified with the fact that you were saying, particularly in your first marriage, that you were a pleaser. You were somebody that would just want everybody to like you. I think as women, we are very, very bad at sort of putting ourselves first sometimes, you know, because it's a big, long list. Now, you've got two beautiful kids. You've got a lovely daughter who's 11. She can't be 11.
She's about to go to secondary school.
No.
I know. Do you remember when I brought her in?
A tiny, beautiful baby. That's mad, isn't it?
It's crazy.
But as her mum, what, you know, she'll obviously read this, of course she will. But what would you like her to take away from it? And what sort of really good advice would you like to give to her?
Well, I think it's one of those things. I mean, hopefully, I try and give her stack loads of confidence. I think you do with your daughter as well. And hopefully you try and show her that actually things that are important to you are worth working at. It's very easy to give up on things.
That's very true.
I asked her the other day, actually, because we were talking about my age, because it's cropped up a lot. So what do you think about me being an older mum than some of your friends? And she did say, for the first time ever, I wish you were younger. And I said, oh, my gosh. And she said, because I just worry that you might die sooner.
Oh, gosh.
I know. And so I kind of feel like there's even more of a responsibility of me now to take my health seriously, to take being present seriously, even though I know that actually I can be as energetic as younger people, because you have, you know, you have a different focus, I think, sometimes, because it's the right time for me to be a mum. But it made me think that actually some of the issues I've been discussing have obviously been, she's been thinking about
Which
as well.
is good. I mean, you do deal with big, serious things in life. There is a chapter in there about death and about how we're not really good at talking about it or dealing with it or talking to our families about it as well.
And that affects, I think, how we deal with loss, which is something as you get older. Unfortunately, I'm still lucky to have my mum and dad, but I do worry about their care, you know, and we're also spread out, aren't we, families these days? It's not as easy. And in other parts of the world, they see death as much more a part of life, and it takes some of the fear away. And I realised that actually fearing loss and fearing death was kind of stopping me enjoy the now quite a lot.
Oh, that's true.
So hopefully there's some advice from some real experts about
there
that
really
in there,
is.
not just my experiences.
You have, as a journalist, you have gone to the people that know what they're talking about.
Yes.
And there's invaluable advice in here.
Good.
I mean, you know, obviously I'm saying you talk about death in here. It's actually really funny. It's a really funny book. You know, there's a lot of laughs in here too, because we have to laugh our way through life. You know,
too.
We do, we really do. And I know that you've got a good life. You enjoy your life very, very much. But we can all make changes to make things better.
Yeah.
You know, we can, all of us.
And you're a good role model in that, Lorraine. You're in the book because, I mean, even your trip you've done recently, I know you've wanted to do that for a long time.
Very
and
much
like
so.
many people, been stretched to the limit with children and with family and with work. And now you sort of thought, right, this is my time to do this for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Crack on and do it, you know.
Absolutely.
And I think that's one of those things that we have to sort of deal with. I think the message is really don't sleepwalk to 70
full
of bitterness.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Because it's very easy to keep blaming stuff on the past and have lots of bitterness and get to 70 and think, gosh, I wasted a magical chunk of my life.
Exactly. You don't want to think, I wish I'd done that. That's
exactly, or I wish I'd not done that
yeah,
as well.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the other one. Yeah, there's quite a few of those. Kate, I don't have to say good luck with it because it's doing incredibly well. It is the joy of big knickers or learning to love the rest of your life. Thank you so much for coming in. It's great to see you. Great to see you.